What is up, you guys? Welcome to the collective. My name is Furman, and in this video we are going to be talking about Tales of Symphonia Remastered. But before we get into that, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. Alright guys, let's get into it. So you guys obviously know that I absolutely love JRPGs, but I'm more of a turn-based RPG guy. So action RPGs or action JRPGs haven't necessarily always appealed to me. I mean, I've always loved the look to them, you know, when it comes to Ys or Tales games. They've always just had something that looks really cool, seems really cool, but I've just never really actually given them a chance. You know, I've never really given them the light of day. And you know, it is the winter season, so I was looking for something new to play, and that's when I stumbled upon this little guy. Now, this game is about a year old as of this video, I guess, because I've had this for so long. I mean, I bought it when it came out, and I even looked at my save file, and it said 2023, which is kind of crazy to think. But, you know, that's why it is awesome to have a backlog, because whenever you're bored, whenever you just want to play something new, you can always look back and say, hey, there's that game that I bought a while back and I never actually got a chance to play it, so here we are. Now, while I have not exactly been a huge fan of the action variety of JRPGs, that doesn't mean that I was, you know, necessarily ignorant to them. So I know that Tales of Symphonia is like highly regarded as one of the best Tale games. I mean, it is just absolutely awesome. And not only that, but it's also an old game too. So this came out in the GameCube, PS2, and Xbox era. And I mean, it still holds up to this day. It absolutely still holds up to this day. Now, I know that the remastered version of this, you know, when it got released last year, it had a lot of bugs and it just didn't work right. So a lot of people were really frustrated about it. And they were also frustrated about the fact that they had to pay $40 for a remaster, which, you know, in my opinion, is kind of neither here nor there. I mean, it just kind of depends on the game itself. Like, is it worth $40? Did they put in a lot of work to make this game look that much better and run better? And you know, now as I'm saying that, I kind of realize that I'm technically saying that the $40 isn't exactly worth it. But you know, now, a year later, it is actually working really well. So I don't have any issues with it. It looks like it's running a solid 60, and it looks amazing on the Switch. It plays perfectly, so I haven't had any issues with it yet. You know, it is kind of funny to say that because around the time that it got remastered, I actually bought the GameCube version of it. And yeah, like, I was actually starting to play it. So I played through like the first dungeon, and then they were like remastered. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm not playing this anymore. And looking through my PS3 collection, I apparently also have it on the PS3 too. So, you know, there is that. And honestly, I don't know which art I like better. You know, technically the PS3 version is different because it has Tales of Symphonia and it has Dawn of the New World. So, you know, it's not exactly the same. But which cover art do you like best? Okay, so I basically put in like 5 hours into this game and I'm already in love with it. I mean, I absolutely love it. Yes, it's not perfect. Yes, it has some issues. Yes, it is a very dated game. I mean, the way it plays, but you know, it's still an excellent game. I mean, the story, you know, I've always thought that Tales games are basically animes in the form of a game, okay? So, you know, they always start off with that awesome anime opening theme song and all that, you know. I mean, we already know how hyped Tales of Arise was. I mean, that opening and the theme song was insane. And this is no different, you know, it also has that. And, you know, it also has awesome art and all that good stuff. Moving past that, one of the issues I have with it is the battle style. So far, you know, remember, this is like your first impressions, okay? So this is the first part of the game. It does feel a little bit rigid just because, you know, it's 3D, but it's kind of like side-scrolling when you do the battles itself. So, you know, you do kind of feel like you're in a line, and, you know, the fighting moves or, you know, the attacks, like whenever you're mashing the A button, it is like you have a 3-hit combo. But it is really cool that you have like multiple ways of attacking. So you can press up on the D-pad and, you know, do your 3-hit combo, or down or forward. And then also, you know, you have your arch, so you can do those attacks and you can kind of combine them with your regular mash button attacks. And, you know, that just kind of makes for a little more of a creative game. And mind you, this is a GameCube game, guys. This game is old, so just kind of crazy. Crazy to think that a game like that, even though the combat is a little rigid, it still holds up to this day and it's still freaking cool. Now the story is pretty simple, you know, it's not anything that's super complicated. It is very JRPG and or anime-esque, so in my opinion it's kind of perfect so far. Now the world of the Tales of Symphonia is basically in decline because of the depletion of mana. So, you know, we have the main issue right there, and it's basically the force that's essential to life and the use of magic. 4,000 years prior, there was a war that was waged by an evil race known as the Decians, or Decians, I don't know how they pronounce it, but it's, you know, it's the Decians, and they were basically sealed away by a legendary hero via a pact with the world's goddess Martel. So basically you have a bunch of colonizers and they're just evil for the sake of being evil. The place that you're living at, you guys have a peace treaty, but you know, your main hero gets into some trouble because he sees someone basically getting abused. Okay, she's getting whipped for her discretions, and for lack of better words, that's pretty much what happens. She's getting whooped, you decide to save her, and then the Decians, they decided that you broke the treaty, the peace treaty they had, so they go and burn your village down. And now after that, you get tossed out of your village because, you know, you kind of led to them burning that bad boy down. And here we are, your adventure begins. Also, to backtrack a little, one of the main characters, I think her name is Colette, she's basically an angel, and her dad's an angel, and you kind of talk to him in this dungeon, and he's like, yes, you're my daughter. Oh, by the way, go break the 4 seals or whatever, and, you know, you're gonna revitalize the world of mana, or whatever it is, you know. You know, the way the game plays, the way the story goes, it is, you know, very exposition heavy. So, you know, every now and then you get a couple of lore drops, and it kind of fills you in on the world and what's going on in it. It's very anime-esque, okay? So you are expecting to basically play an anime when you are playing Tales of Symphonia. And honestly, that's what makes it so great. That's what makes it amazing. It is the fact that it is not trying to hide the fact that it is an anime. It is a playable anime, and it doesn't give a crap whether you like it or not. It is what it is, and it's amazing. Now, I can't tell you why I decided to wait this long to play this game, but boy am I glad I did, because this is like the perfect time, you know. I'm kind of trying really hard to beat Final Fantasy Rebirth, and so that's kind of all I've been playing. And I've been looking for something else to play, you know, in the meantime, on my downtime when I don't have access to my TV. And this just fills the gap so perfectly. I mean, it is just an amazing game. And honestly, based off of the first 5 hours that I played, I can already see why it is amazing and why it is a must play. Even at the $40 price tag, I think it's still worth $40. Now, it does go on sale pretty often. From what I've seen, you know, it's gotten as low as like $15, which $15 for a game this good is unbelievable. I did check the eShop and I didn't see that it was on sale. But, you know, there is physical copies, which obviously I showed you guys. And I'm pretty sure you could find one of those at GameStop used for, you know, I don't know, close to half. So, you know, if you're thinking about playing another JRPG in the action realm of things, you know, this is definitely one to look after. This is one to look for because of how awesome it is. I mean, it is a staple, and it's one of the best games in the series. You know, honestly, I know I've only played a little bit of it, but I could probably give it like an 8 out of 10. Like, I feel like it's only going to get better. I mean, you guys know I am a fan of JRPGs that don't necessarily need you or require you to use a walkthrough. I mean, that is just amazing. For you to be able to go from village to village, go in the overview world or, you know, the open world part of it, and be able to find your way to where you're supposed to go, it's just unbelievable. Alright guys, that is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always guys, do not forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. And we will see you guys on the next video. Peace! Guys, we're literally less than a week away from 2025. And you know what that means. 2025 is the year that we hit 30,000 subscribers. Yes, I am claiming it. I am claiming this victory, okay? Let's make it happen. And also, thank you guys for the support. We wouldn't be here without you guys, seriously. You know, I'm thinking about that. I might actually have to give away that Earthbound copy. Damn. I mean, but, you know, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. All right, guys. See you guys later. Peace. Bye-bye.